grand rising and bright blessings to all of my pedal patrons. I am coming to you on Saturn Day, a 2 universal numerological energy value and frequency day, and it is technically the 7th. We had 7 transits. All of them have completed by 8:15 a.m. Last night at about 11 and some change, the moon shifted into the sign of Scorpio. So all of the alignments that we're talking about today are basically Scorpio frequency in nature, giving us the reveal of this grand trine with all of the water signs. But I would be remiss if I didn't go back and talk to you about the big shift that took place yesterday. That was Mama Venus moving out of her best exaltation spot in Pisces into her detriment spot now in the sign of Aries. Think about the Emperor and the Empress together. It only produces 2 different types of results: a little brown chicken, brown cow, or anger, frustration, confusion, and those different types of things. And so that is one of the bigger frequencies that's coming up. The reason I bring it up into today's specifically, because we have Scorpio today, Saturday, Sunday, and then Moon Day. There will be a shift just before lunchtime into Sagittarius energy. Emotion. What's my man? Emotion, no damage. I love that guy. What I will say is that even though it is intense energy, the energy for today collectively is making a choice based upon an emotion that has popped up for you. And if you think about what Scorpio is trying to do, it's trying to get you to pay attention to controlling yourself. Not other people, not what's going on out here. It's controlling yourself based upon the emotional frequencies that have come up. So today's a great day to do it with this big grand trine with all of the water signs. Most of us are going in the right direction. We know what we want, and we are dealing with the sludge and the emotional jackets that we all put on that don't belong to us. Today is going to be a great day for all of us to align with making a choice. And that's what 2 energy is all about. And it's on Saturn Day. And so this frequency of Saturn Day means if you can commit to a choice, okay, even if it's not fully activated today, but if you can commit to this or that, sometimes it's this and that, but this or that, especially today, you're going to have a very interesting way of developing the frequencies of this week. Let's go to the map, and then let's get to each of the 12 zodiacs. Here we go. Okay, guys. Again, all transits were concluded this morning by 8:14 a.m. I'm going to go backwards with all of this stuff so that you can see the sexy. 8:14 a.m. The moon, Scorpio, had a square with one of its rulers, Pluto. Interesting. At 6 and some change this morning, 6:30, the moon had a trine with Mars, the other ruler of Scorpio. So very interesting frequency for Scorpio today. But definitely positive energy for our Aries in a motion to communicate actions that need to take place, okay? Prior to that, we had a conjunction between Mama Venus and Neptune right here, with her being back in the throes, the arms of Neptune, which is the ruler of Pisces, one of the rulers. And so a little bit of a breaky break there, softening some things up. We also had a conjunction prior to that with the Sun and Mercury, which is a very beautiful for interesting communication, okay? But again, this is going to be a little bit more watery energy for you to communicate internally about what you are ready to continue to release for your choices. The other transits that took place are all quincunxes, and they involved this multiple planet trine situation, square situation, that's the red line here, with Venus, Neptune, and Saturn all coming down here and having their moment. So again, Mama Venus wanting things to look good, feel good, smell good. Neptune wants you to be thinking about the airy-fairy dream, the higher potential. Papa Saturn is going to yank you back and go, only if you do your homework first. So today is going to be a choice sort of a day. But overall, the energy is very favorable, especially if it's going to involve communication or your thoughts. Now, Again, the benefit for some people is going to be a little bit extra brown chicken, brown cow, um, or giving yourself permission to make the decision about what that's going to look like in partnerships. Okay. Partnerships in business, let's just go right into each of the zodiacs because this is the first one that has the potential for both. Aries. If you're an Aries, then it could be either a committed partnership coming up or an evaluation of a partnership, a personal relationship, but it can also very much be some sort of beneficial situation. You got a lot of activation in that situation today. Remember, Moon Scorpio wants things to be regenerated, but it really wants you to be in self-control. That is the theme of the frequencies. Again, what is leaking your power and where can you make some adjustments, plug some holes, and fix it a little bit more with your positive emotions. Taurus, not a lot of energy being put forth today, at least not extra energy. It honestly is a really good rest day for you guys. You still have that square that's sort of lingering with the Uranus and the North Node. So, slower energy frequency for you today. Same with our Gemini, except with the Gemini rising position and this energy going on with Mercury and the Sun today, your ruler. One of the things that could be coming up is this need, how do I want to say this? This need to, it's really going to be the same thing for you and Leo for different reasons. Why am I dealing with this person? That's basically what it boils down to. What is wrong with this person? Why don't we sync? Why don't we communicate? You may have a few extra moments to think about that for yourself. Don't stew in it, but that idea is going to pop up, and so you're going to have to spend a little bit of emotional energy in that a little bit today. Cancerians are going to have one of the best days, and that is just, it's completely sexy for you. Yes, even though Jupiter and Mercury are both retrograde, you have an opportunity to really get in the frequency of how it is that you are communicating with your loved ones, how it is that you're communicating with those people that are most close to you. Definite brown chicken, brown cow moment, but positive communication opportunity for you guys. I already alluded to the fact that Leo could be having some of the same conversations that Gemini is having, and that, of course, that is a lot of it is due to the extra energy that came through with that conjunction with the Sun this morning. You just need a little bit of extra time as it's activating that thought process for you. Virgos are also going to have a very positive day. Fast discernment, fast downloads, very fast judgments, but typically for the right reason. Again, that's going to be because of your ruler, Mercury, sort of doing its big one today. So good day for you. Another great day for our Libras, especially if you're a business owner, Libra. You will be split maybe today betwixt business energy and your personal relationship energy. You're going to need to sort of balance it out, though. If you're a workaholic like me and you have to remind yourself with the schedule to go eat lunch, this could be one of those days where you could get a lot done, and then you can spend time doing beautiful, positive things that you want to do later. Hopefully you're doing something fun with a partner. If you're Scorpio, even though it looks like it's going to be ultra mega intense, actually it's not. There's more information that spirit teams are going to try to give you. Huge downloads opportunities today for our Scorpios. Something you need to know to help you prevent, and that's the way I want to use the word, to prevent a kerfluffle in the future. So be mindful, take your quiet time when you can, maybe pull back your resources just a little bit, and just enjoy the day that way. Sort of the same thing with Sagittarius. Your big day for doing things is going to be this upcoming week. However, you will be able to make a strong choice today about what that thing is so that you can start something new. So you have to make the choice, push the needle, make the commitment, but you don't have to hit the button until a little bit more next week. Capricornius, this is a good day for you also, but what it's going to boil down to is your resources. It's going to flow down to your currency. It's going to flow down to how it is that you might need to be thinking about something a little bit different. Maybe I do this first and then that, repattern a few different things in your control. And then Aquarius, for sure, that's 3 for sures. You guys are definitely going to need to be sort of in the same vein as Capricorn. Something might not be balanced. It may or may not have things to do completely with your resources, but it definitely, this emotional energy day is going to show you where you need to put something back into balance for yourself. It could very well have something to do with a partner, okay? And then if you're a Pisces, you should be having a very extremely beautiful and beneficial day. positive thoughts, positive momentum, positive all the different energies. Most of us are going to have a great day. Take it slow. Many, many blessings, and I will